two beautiful little Chinese girls.
This is the doctor who changed the future of the human race and let the world know on YouTube. He Jiankuai stunned the scientific community with the claim he pushed the boundary no one else had.
A line has been crossed that should not have been crossed.
It's very disturbing. It's inappropriate.
Oh, this is huge.
He says he genetically edited human embryos, not just for research but for implantation, leading to the world's first births of genetically altered humans, baby girls born in China from embryos designed to be resistant to HIV.
For this specific case, I feel proud, actually.
The tool used by He, called CRISPR, is found in labs around the world.
It gives us the precise way of cutting the gene or putting a new piece of gene in.
It's often used by researchers trying to treat incurable diseases.
The method itself is very easy. You can use it, everybody can use it now.
Leaders in the field of gene editing have collectively agreed it's too early to implant edited embryos in humans because of the risks, the unknowns, and the ethical questions about altering humankind.
We're at a hinge of human history.
William Hurlbut is a leading American bioethicist who teaches at Stanford University. In the months before the news broke, Dr. He consulted with him.
Every time we met together, we would talk about the seriousness of the issues and in a sort of stepwise way what you had to do to make sure that it was done right. But when I heard that there were live-born children from it, I thought, oh my gosh, he just jumped ahead.
Hurlbut knew nothing of the plans to implant edited human embryos. Dr. He studied at Stanford as a postdoctoral fellow where he worked with leading researchers. Hurlbut describes him as smart but perhaps too trusting of his own wisdom.
He's young, he's inexperienced, and he's from a small rural community in China.
He's research has been shut down by Chinese authorities. It's also raised questions about whether there will be a rash of new regulations to stymie scientific development, or if scientists can regulate themselves.
We all want to be first, right? I mean, this is where you really feel that you're making a huge difference and you're getting recognition. But I think in this particular case, the outcry from the community is so huge that I think it will slow things down.
He's work has already stoked fears about the future, what it could look like, how soon it could come, whether it includes designer babies, and if a tool found in labs around the world could one day make them. Alexandra Field, CNN, Hong Kong.
Proverbs 6-12, verse 16. A worthless man, a wicked man, goes about with crooked speech, winks with his eyes, signals with his feet, points with his finger, with perverted heart devises evil, continually sowing discord. Therefore calamity will come upon him suddenly. In a moment he will be broken beyond healing. There are 6 things that the Lord hates, 7 that are an abomination to him.
Like something out of the Bible, Najran in Saudi Arabia was descended upon by a plague of locusts over the weekend. Video footage recorded by locals showed the sheer numbers within the swarms. Several videos have been circulating online since Sunday, showing the scale of the infestation and the impacted countries on sides of the Red Sea. Earlier this year, the United Nations warned that swarms of locusts would be bearing down on Saudi Arabia and spreading among the Red Sea, thanks to unusually heavy rainfall. The UN also called on countries in the flight path to take necessary precautions to ensure the insects make a limited impact. Locust swarms contain up to 80 million insects per square mile, and they can extend for hundreds of square miles. The biggest fear surrounding locusts is the amount of food they can consume in a short period of time. A small swarm weighing about 1 ton, can eat the same amount of food in one day as 35,000 people. Plagues can consume fruits, crops, vegetation in their path, ultimately causing devastation to farmers and locals.
Judges 6 through 5. For they would come out with their livestock in their tents. They would come in like locusts for number. Both they and their camels were innumerable, and they came into the land to devastate it. Jeremiah 46:23. They have cut down a forest, declares the Lord. Surely it will no more be found, even though they are now more numerous than locusts and are without number.